Okay, so lovely people, you are welcome to another exciting edition of our training. And today we are going to talk about the 5 main reasons for safety, health, environment, and quality management. So safety, health, environment, and quality, simply known as Sheq, is what we're going to talk about. My name is William Opokwa Asante, and the founder of Weaver Safe Consult. Yeah. Now, to begin with, let's talk about the 5 main reasons. We will begin with the moral reason. Now, it is the moral obligation of every company, every employer, or organization to ensure that workers are not exposed to unnecessary risk, hazards that could harm their physical and mental well-being. And so once people come to their workplace, there should be systems in place to protect their lives, protect their health, to protect their safety. And if we are talking about this, we are not only talking about the workers, we're also talking about other stakeholders or the other people who are interested in your project or operations that you are carrying out, being it visitors, being it consultants, being it financiers who come to the workplace. The moral obligation as an organization or an employer, as a business owner, is to ensure that these people are safe. And sometimes this moral obligation is used interchangeably with social, because the society as well needs to also be catered for. The environment, your business operation shouldn't affect the environment, shouldn't affect people, the lives of people within your community. You are engaged in an activity that produces hazardous substances. You should ensure that these hazardous substances doesn't affect the people who are within your community. And so often you find people protecting their employees, but then the people within their community or their neighbors are not protected. And fumes, you find these people inhaling fumes or being exposed to certain hazardous conditions or substances which may not go well as an organization. Now, there's also another thing, which is the legal reason. Now, the legal has to do with legal requirements that bind every organization to ensure that they meet legal requirements. And so here in Ghana, we have our Labor Act, which in the section 118, 119 talks about occupational health and safety. And so organizations are supposed to provide a safe working environment for their workers. You ensure that you meet all these standards, which will also be in compliance with the moral reasons by providing a safe plans and equipment for your workers. And so the Factories Officers Shop Act also outlines a lot of requirements for organizations to comply with. And so it's important as an organization, whilst embarking on any activity, you get to know of these requirements. There's a EPA requirements that are even puts on the shoulders of organizations to have their environmental social impact analysis assessments done, ensuring that the monitoring or whatever aspects or elements within your operations that affects the environment are controlled. And so you come out with an assessment on how these hazardous substances will be controlled and how their impact on their environment. The Minerals Commission, the Petroleum Authority, the DVLA, the Energy Commission, there are a whole lot of fragments of requirements that organizations are expected to follow. Now, here in Ghana, our only challenge is that we do not have the national umbrella as the HSC in UK or OSHA in US has. So here in Ghana, we do not have the national, though they have proposed a national occupational safety and health authority, but it's still in parliament, not passed. But then the fragments of these requirements are also binding to organizations that organizations need to look out for and then ensure that they comply. There's also the financial or the economic, as some people may put it. And so when there is an accident or there's an incident, there's a cost that arises as from the accident, and then these costs can also have a negative impact on your business operations, which can also affect you. And so as an organization, you need to look out for some of these costs. Now, Before I even talk more on some of these costs, let me quickly come back to the legal. Now, you see, with the legal, there are legal actions that can be raised against you, which can also be financial. Now, some of the legal actions, maybe non-conformance raised against you, fines and penalties, shutdown of your business operation, or even suspension of your business operations. Now, when you come to the financial, there is something we call direct and indirect costs. The direct costs are the costs that are directly associated with the incident or accident that occurred. Now, some of these direct costs are tangible, which include the money you spend on paying for hospital bills, the money you spend on repairing damaged properties or equipment, the money you spend in paying fines as a result of legal actions raised against you. These are the direct costs. Now, the indirect costs are the ones we do not see. They are the intangibles. They are sort of indirectly associated with the incident, but are weightier. And so often the direct is a tip of the iceberg, and the indirect is more weightier, which organizations need to look at. Now, what are some of the examples of these indirect costs we are talking about? The indirect costs include your time spent in taking care of the injured person, taking the person to the hospital. Now, there's also a damage to your corporate image. If always you are being non-conformance actions are being raised against you, it means that you are jeopardizing with the image of your company. And also, when there are more accidents, people tend to believe that your company, there are always accidents happening, and they may not want to work with you, or may not want to be financiers or invest in your company. There's also the time spent in investigating the cause of an accident. Now, there's also time spent, cost, which is as a result of time spent in waiting for a damaged equipment to be back in good condition for safe use. There's also loss of employee morale if there are always accidents occurring on site. And so as an organization, you do well to ensure that you meet up with some of these costs and put systems in place to control some of accidents, to reduce or even prevent them from happening at all. Now, there's also the fourth reason, which is sustainability. And sustainability simply means carrying out a development plan or activity which does not affect the future generation. And so if a development activity or your operations are ongoing, it shouldn't affect or jeopardize the future generation. It shouldn't be at the expense of future generation. And so always bear in mind that whatever activity you are engaging in does not affect the environment. And then also the quality aspect of it, which has to do with customer requirements, customer satisfaction, customer engagement. What does the customer want? What does the customer need? Is the customer happy with your operation? Is the customer satisfied with whatever you activity or product you have brought? And so the quality aspect is based on meeting customer satisfaction and requirement and managing customer complaints. Okay. So in a summary, there's the moral, legal, financial, sustainability, and quality, which are the major reasons of carrying out your health or safety, health, and environmental and quality management. Yeah, and so we'd like to talk to you about Weaver Safe Consult. We develop, review, and implement ISO documented management system. So if you want us to help you to even meet some of these reasons that we have talked about, do documentation to align with ISO standards, We do an entire development. If you already have a development document management system, we can review it for you and help you with the implementation to always align with ISO system. And some of the standards we have is the ISO 9001 with 2015 edition, which is the quality management system. We have the for ISO 14001, the 2015 edition, which is the environmental management system. And there's also the ISO 45001, 2018 edition, which is the occupational health and safety management system. So we do all these things to help your organization to be recognized internationally. We also have all forms of the Sheq documentation being done. If you don't want it by ISO standard, we can also do it for you. And we also do recruitment and management of Sheq professionals. So you have a project, carrying out a project for 3 months, for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you can call on us. We'll bring the professionals and come and manage them on site for you. And then we also do ISO audit and certification in partnership with the Universal Quality Standards Registrar, which is in India. And so what we do as professionals is that we have a separate team that does the documentation. We have a separate team that does the audit, and then Universal Quality Standards Registrar, UKSR, will do the certification. We do not do the certification as a company, Weaver, but UKSR will do the certification. And we also have training in partnership with M2Y Academy in UAE and World Lens here in India. We're partnered with all these organizations to bring you training as far as even ISO lead auditor programs, internet auditor programs, implementer programs, NEBOSH, IGC, IOSH managing safely, and all other courses that you can think of as far as health and safety is concerned. We also do in-house training. We come to your premises to come and engage your workers in training, work at height, manual handling, confined space, and any other training you could think of as far as health, safety, environment, and quality management are concerned. So do well to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell so that anytime we upload a video, you can have access to it. So you can also visit us on www.weaversafeconsult.com for more information about our company. Call us on 0244524387 or 0596907838. Do well to add the country code +233 if you are not in Ghana and you are contacting us. Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate your time spending with us, and stay tuned for more videos as we help you to learn on Sheq.